Hi guys. I just wanted to wish everybody a happy Halloween. Even though it's Sunday night and technically Halloween is over, but Wiccans believe that whenever Halloween lands on a Friday, it's basically Halloween weekend, more or less. But anyway, it's been a pretty fun weekend so far. I got to do the Samhain thing on Halloween night, and that was fun. Um, and yesterday was just kind of just bizarre because I had something two weird things happen to me. The first one was actually very dangerous. My my best friend in Seattle is always telling me I need to wear my seatbelt. Well, Izzy, I have to admit you were right and I was wrong. um, I got into this near accident on the interstate, and this 18 wheeler just pulled out in front of me. He was in his lane, and he just pulled into his lane. I mean, into my lane, and I I barely had time to stop, and I almost got killed. I mean, it was a close one. I mean, everybody was screeching their brakes on because we were driving like 75, 80 miles an hour, and yeah, that was scary. That was scary. I got the shakes really, really bad. I almost started hyperventilating. Yeah, so I do not want to go through that again. That was not fun. Um, but anyway, being that this is Halloween time, I wanted to. This is probably going to be the first of three videos because it's going to take me a little while to tell each of the stories, properly tell it. Um, well, anyway, the first one that I was going to tell you about is something that happened to me on the way home last night from you know from going to see my friend in you know uh, the little town of Gina, Louisiana. Um, anyway, her name's Sarah, and she and I are kind of we're getting close, and I mean we may possibly pursue a relationship, but it just depends on what happens, I guess. Um, anyway, I was driving home, and I was on this dark country road, and I come to find out later on from one of my friends that the road I was on is actually the road that the Myrtles plantation is on. And, I won't go into a lot of detail about the Myrtles because I know I'm pressed for time here. But the Myrtles is just basically, it's a plantation home. It's been there for 250 years, and it's supposed to be the most haunted house in America. Well, anyway, I was driving down this lonely stretch of road, this country road, and I was the only person on the road, actually. There was nobody behind me, nobody ahead of me. And I see this guy up ahead on the road, um, and I see him in my headlights, and so, I thought to myself, this is weird, what's this guy doing? He had a white shirt on, black pants, black shoes, a tie, and this is where it gets weird. He had on a string tie, and it looked almost like a costume for, a period reenaction or something. So, I slowed down and I pulled alongside him and I asked him, I said, is everything okay? You know? And he just didn't say anything. He shrugged his shoulders, and I repeated my question, and he just shrugged his shoulders. And so I was like, okay, that was weird. So I roll my window up and I start to pull away. And personally, whenever I pull away from somewhere, I always look in the rearview mirror. It's just a habit. I think you're supposed to do that anyway, but it's just a habit with me. So anyway, I look in the rearview mirror and I don't see him. And I'm like, okay, he stepped away from the street. So, I turn around and I look to see if I see him again. And, you know, I didn't see him. And so I got out of the car, undid my seatbelt, got out of the car, and he was gone. I mean, this was within like 2 seconds of me seeing him and then not seeing him. So, I mean, I got my flashlight and I shone it down into the grass alongside the road to see if maybe he had fallen down or something, and no, he was gone. So it was either somebody messing with me, or it was possibly my imagination, or it was the real deal. It was the supernatural, you know, and it blew my mind. Well, anyway, I come to find out that I was actually right by the Myrtles plantation, and one of the spirits that's supposed to reside there, whatever, is the guard at the gatehouse. And they say that he walks up and down the road at night sometimes. He's seen walking up and down the road. I don't know what he wears, but it was just really weird, you know, really kind of strange. But I thought it was cool because I thought maybe I actually did see something. But anyway, I have a couple of other stories I'm going to tell, but because there's not, you know, YouTube has the 10-minute limit on video, so I have to stop here. So I'm going to go ahead and make another one probably a little later tonight. And anyway, thank you for watching, and happy Halloween again.